Hello, everybody, and welcome to another exciting time trial one try matchup. Um, you know, this is gonna be not gonna be a good one. It's not even gonna be a great one. It's gonna be an incredible one because we got Swazzey, we got AnunGuy, we have got quite the matchup on the docket here today, and yeah, I'm excited to get this started. So again, we are going to start like we always do with our little pre-show, go over the players and their respective spots in the standings and their teams. Um, and then we're going to go ahead and get right into the match. So, um, obviously you're dealing with the number 2 versus number 3 seed match here. So obviously looking like it would be very close, but it doesn't just stop there because we're gonna look at our players. And first of all, our higher seed, Swazzey, now players page ranked number 15. We'll get to that in just a second. But you know, best track is DK Mountain. Worst track is Dino Schlungle. Very fair, very fair. On both. So, I mean, yeah. And you see here is from Germany, but representing Team Europe for the MKDD Olympics. Is the German champion of Mario Kart Double Dash. Does have overall God and 32 out of 32 God time. So obviously very impressively skilled and consistent player there. But now our 3 seed, we got AnunGuy. Now you might notice, okay, wait. So why is he the 2 seed? Why is he the 3 seed if AnunGuy is actually higher ranked? Well, when the MKD Olympics for this year first started, um, Tristan or AnunGuy was ranked 14 and Swazzey was 15, and then Swazzey ended up passing AnunGuy, so then Swazzey was the higher seed for the time trial one try tournament. Now, just last week, AnunGuy repassed Swazzey on the overall players page rankings. So obviously, pretty contested number 14 spot in the world. And I mean, both players have held that spot before. I think his best track is Mario Circuit. You know, they don't call him the Mac Freak for no reason. Did just set a third place time on the 3 lap um, last week, or just a few days ago, actually. So obviously very skilled at that track. Worst track, Baby Park. I mean, that doesn't even really matter because, well, one, it's not even a skill-based track, and two, when you're good at this game, even your worst track, you're still going to be pretty good at that track. And then yeah, of course, overall God, and then the 2023 MKD Player of the Year. So up and coming, uh, big, you know, good player, good player. Two very good players, very close in ranking. You know, you saw the first round, you had Flakes versus Vooster. Both those players were ranked right next to each other, and it's like, oh well, this is going to be a pretty close match, and it was a very close match. It was 7-6. Vooster ended up winning that one, but now you're dealing with two players who, again, are back-to-back ranks, but are have a much higher caliber and level of skill. So this is gonna be a great match, I'm sure. I could very easily see it being like 7-6 to either player. So you guys are definitely not going to want to miss this one. Definitely want to stick around. We will look at our player standings. AnunGuy did not have the greatest regular season. I won't talk about it too much, but has been doing very great in this time trial one try tournament. Obviously, has already made it to the semifinals. Um, and yeah, so he's already guaranteed to finish above me, and I believe if he gets third or above, he'll finish above Flakes as well. So definitely can still salvage his rough early season performance from that. And then Swazzey, in a very tight race for second place right now, only 1 point ahead of Electro. But if he wins today, or if Electro loses his semifinal match, no, okay, if he wins and Electra loses the semifinal match, I apologize, then Swazzey will officially secure himself second place. iMatthew is too far out of reach at this point. He's already made it to the semifinals as well. But yeah, so a lot on the line for Swazzey, much more so than Tristan here. As for the country standings, again, Europe and the USA Midwest in a pretty close battle for second, but I think this is the one where if Swazzey wins or Electro loses, then Europe will secure second place. They could still tie for no, they could not still tie. I don't know how to do math. But yeah, Canada is too far gone in first, even with iMathy still in the tournament. And then USA Northeast actually got quite the boost from Jack Black of finishing 5th in the time trial one try tournament and is slated to pass USA Southwest after Tristan's points get added. Just because they haven't been added yet, and all of USA Southwest players have been eliminated. So yeah, USA Northeast going to finish 4th in the tournament, but I don't believe they are able to finish any higher than that. All right, and just as a reminder of our match structure, we got a best of 13, first to 7 races wins. Both players will be in one track before the match. Those are already set. The lower seed player picks the first played track, so it will be Tristan, or AnunGuy, despite him being technically lower, better ranked. And then, all right. And then, look at this. Ready? Look at that. Tell me that's not hype. Tell me that's not hype right now. You can't tell me that's not hype. All right. And yeah, so obviously, seems like Tristan is still doing a bit of warm up. I think, right? Okay. The fuck? Why didn't, bro? Seriously? Why did you? Okay, there we go. All right. I believe Tristan is getting a last little bit of warm up in. And then I think we are gonna be good to go. All right, both players on Luigi Circuit. We should see them starting any second now. All right, the readies are in. Countdown is underway. Should see start any second now. All right, there we go. All right, a little bit of desynchronization, but doesn't seem to be too bad. Oh, what the fuck? Hold on. Let me do something. I apologize. Tristan's screen's gonna be black for a second. Sorry. I'm just fixing something real quick. Okay, I think. Okay, there we go. Sorry, I was just making sure Tristan's stream was oriented correctly, which it seems to now be. So, yeah. All right. I did not see the first laps, but we'll see Tristan with a 25.11 streamer here. When Swazzey getting stuck up on the U-turn. Tries to stream. I should undo Swazzey's stream. Sorry. And yeah, I do think Tristan has this one in the bag. Passes the emo lane at about 111. I think he's very well ahead, and indeed he is. Gonna finish with a 117, 263, and I don't think Swazzey particularly close. Nope, 119.4. AnunGuy, Tristan is going to take the first race. I think congrats to him. Sorry, not the greatest coverage on that race, but was just fixing some technical stuff real quick. All issues should be fixed now. Alright, we're gonna talk about these bans real quick for both players. Swazzey choosing to ban Mario Circuit, a very logical choice. One of Swazzey's worst tracks, I think, and of course we saw AnunGuy's best. And then, WS from AnunGuy, that is one of AnunGuy's worst tracks, and I believe one of the 2 tracks he lost to Pittman, in his round 2 matchup. Obviously, Tristan did go on to win that one, but yeah, Alright, ooh, Tristan, very risky play, going for the YOLO. Swazzey will as well. Both players hit the YOLO. Okay, that is a great start to this race here on Yoshi Circuit. Very risky by both players to just go for a lap win, potentially risk lose both streams. If one of them had failed it there, they would have just, like, instantly lost, but, both hit it, both make it. You should see pretty good lap times for both players. I believe 35-1, 6-1 for Tristan versus a 36-4 from Swazzey. Wow, okay. So, I mean, Swazzey did not have the cleanest YOLO landing, for sure. Shrimps went out for the players naturally. I did not see Tristan's lap, I apologize. 33-7 for Swazzey, though. AnunGuy with a clean stream. Swazzey does bounce a little bit on the end. I'll compare times here. AnunGuy enters the bend at about 125 versus 127 for Swazzey. Wow, yeah. AnunGuy just blew away on this one. Really interesting. This track, you learn from our skill-based one. Not a lot of places you can mess up big time. But Swazzey has made some minor mistakes. I think AnunGuy's easily going to take this one. 142-4 versus 144-8. Very nice win from AnunGuy to make it do nothing. Alright, Alright, it seems like the next track pick from Swazzey is going to be RR. I'm gonna ask Swazzey a quick little question, and then we're gonna get started on this race. Rainbow Road, Rainbow Road, Rainbow Road. All right. So Rainbow Road, pretty interesting pick from Swazzey. AnunGuy, pretty practiced with this track. I mean, literally just played it yesterday, last night, and got a very solid 3-lap time, 2:55.1. Made some massive improvements over his PR, and ended up actually beating Swazzey's PR. So, you know, maybe this is how Swazzey gets his revenge by becoming the rookie. But no matter how skilled you are on this track, it does not exactly absolve you from making a mistake. Both these players could definitely mess up at this track. Many choke points. So you see Swazzey getting through one right now with a straightaway. If your A-tag goes a little haywire, it could definitely mess you up big time. But both players seem to be going pretty mistake-free thus far. I think maybe Tristan has gained a little bit of time, just like maybe kind of driving. Ooh, Tristan has a rough spiral. We'll see his lap times. 1:05 from Tristan to a 1:01 from Swazzey. So wow, that spiral making all the difference. A very interesting play to not use the strings here. I mean, obviously the strings are decent time saver. And if you fall off, you lose your strings. So I guess both these players just banking on the facts that they won't fall off. That's not the play I would make, but again, these guys are both better than me. They are also probably better than you for watching this. And oh, it seems like Tristan, AnunGuy, gets a very rough ending to the spiral. Falls off at the end. That is gonna hurt a big time. Again, this is what I was talking about. You gotta use that shroom on lap 1. Don't necessarily have to go like full scrub mode, do both flap and lap 1, but you gotta at least spiral shroom. It's not like this track has cycles you gotta worry about. This is one of like 2 tracks in the game that doesn't have cycles. Ooh, another guy getting pinballed before the ramp. Swazzey actually getting stuck a little bit before the spiral. We'll see these lap times. 1:01.2 from Swazzey versus 1:05.0 from AnunGuy. So yeah, even with a pretty big mistake from Swazzey, just that fall from AnunGuy making all the difference right now. Swazzey roughly 5 seconds ahead. Roughly 4 seconds ahead. It's going to be tough for AnunGuy to come back in this one without Swazzey falling off. Swazzey risking the spiral routine. I don't know if he's listening into the broadcast right now. Definitely not the safest play, but I guess it works out for him here. Risk a 5-second time loss for a 0.1 time save, but yeah, I mean, it worked out, so I can't complain, or I can't hate. But yeah, Swazzey does look comfortably ahead of AnunGuy here. Swazzey could still get stuck on the spiral, but he does have that mushroom to recover. I think Swazzey's got this one in the bag. Yeah, clean spiral, 3:05 versus a 3:05.2. Yeah, 3:05.2. And so Swazzey on the board, you know? They were calling him the guy with no points, but now he's not the guy with no points anymore because he just got a point because he just won here on Rainbow Road. So congrats to him. Very big win to get. You know, on your own track picks. You know, his last track pick, Yoshi Circuit, didn't work out entirely for him, but you know, Rainbow Road sort of turns the tide a little bit, gets a little bit of momentum back on his side. And it's going to be Tristan's track pick for the first time since the first race here. We'll see what he goes with. Last time he made a track pick was Luigi Circuit, did get the win there. And AnunGuy, continuing the theme, I guess, is going to go to Peach Beach. And this is interesting. This is interesting. I don't hate the pick at all, actually. But it is, you know, purely driving-based tracks for like Luigi Circuit. I guess just Tristan putting the faith in that he's played the game a lot in the last few days, and that his skills are still pretty refined, pretty up to speed. Alright, looks like we are underway here on Peach Beach. Again, if just either player makes it tough. Again, both players very similar skill level. Just if either player makes a tiny mistake, that could be all the difference here on this very skill-based track. Now, first, he's quite good at this track. He's having his 4th place 3-lap time, so definitely not a poor decision from that department. You see him get a 23.1 over versus Swazzey's 23.7. He's quite a bit of time there, actually. Do you think Swazzey might drop in the lead at the end of the region lap 1? You see, Swazzey had a little bit of grass when he brought his car on his grass in the last corner. It does help him get Swazzey's body to be a bit better if he does hit the grass unintentionally. But I don't think the guy has had any grass hits. That gets the safe amount of water. I think AnunGuy has got this one in the bag. Obviously was ahead of it by quite a bit after it. I imagine he gained quite a bit of lap time on lap 2 from Swazzey mistakes in the back. Swazzey in the grass last turn lap 3. A 108.1 from AnunGuy. Wow, great one try there by him. Versus 110.6 from Swazzey. Again, it's just what I said. It's just those little mistakes from Swazzey. That just ended up snowballing into a track loss. And that's going to make it 3-1 for AnunGuy, so doubling the lead. Alright, and now we await Swazzey's track pick. His third pick of the match. What will it be? I know what it won't be. It won't be Mac. It won't be WS. It won't be Beach Beach. It won't be Luigi Circuit. It won't be Rainbow Road. Or it won't be Yoshi Circuit. But he still has 10 options. So, a lot on the line. A lot. Alright. And yeah, this is a massive track pick from Swazzey, already down 2 races. If he doesn't pull it out on this track pick here, he's going to be down 3, and that would be a difficult merger to come back. Not impossible at all to come back from, but definitely would be difficult. But, you know, if he wins, he's only down 1, and his track pick is Bowser's Castle. A very variant track. You got fireballs, you got flumps, you got other fireballs. You got fireballs. Swazzey was dropping speed early in the track. Now this is very interesting because, you know, on a track like this, BC, very treacherous track, you get the question of like, oh, do I play it safe or do I risk it? And personally, obviously these guys play a lot better than me in the game, so I'm not qualified to make decisions for them. But personally, I would have to. If I'm thinking these guys, I'm thinking that like I have to like risk it. And oh, AnunGuy, wow, falls off on the little ATEX section before the shortcut. So not even the shortcut itself that kills him. That just I guess ATEX is a little haywire there. I apologize for missing that at first. 47.6 opener from Swazzey. Now Tristan with no shrimp, 52.6 opener. Swazzey does get to use his shrimp on that one. So yeah, Swazzey threw advantage and I didn't fall off. Definitely a very good start. Just trying to fix the leg desync a little bit, and ooh, AnunGuy with the fire market as well. But yeah, anyway, as I was trying to say, if I'm even I have to play this risky because like I'm under the impression that like, oh, well, these guys, you know, this guy's like the same skill level as me. I play it safe. He doesn't make a mistake. Like, then like he's easily gonna beat me. And like, you know, you can't really bank on your opponent making a mistake, especially at this level gameplay. But you can bank, but you can, like you can't decide if you're gonna make a mistake, but you can decide how low you are. So, if I'm both these guys, I would definitely played it a little riskier during my stress. But I think Swazzey actually did play it safe a little bit. But that obviously is working out for quite well. And I've got another firebar hit. That's what, 2 firebar hits, ball and flump, I believe. Definitely down by quite a lot in this one. Swazzey takes the shortcut, and I think that's going to seal this race for Swazzey. Clears the ramp, shrimp, perfect. Finishes with a 2:21.020. Maybe not exactly a spectacular time for a player of his caliber, but it is more than enough to beat Tristan after a very rough Bowser's Castle 230. Yeah, oh, not 32, sorry. And yeah, Swazzey has the deficit, makes it 2-3. Alright, ooh, and so back to the AnunGuy's track pick, and we've got a very interesting one coming up here. We got Baby Park. This is gonna be good, you guys. Now we did see at the beginning that, Baby Park is AnunGuy's worst track. Now, again, when you're at this level of skill, with your worst track, you're still gonna be pretty good at that. But, curious to see what strats these players do. And, oh, Swazzey missing the start boost. Wow! Already a pretty big lapse, and that's going to completely mess up his first corner, so he goes super wide. It's not going to be pretty open there for Swazzey. Wow, 10.9. That's like an expert C tier opener. Maybe even worse. Definitely down by quite a bit in this one now, but again, this track is very lethal. One mistake is like, on this track is equivalent to like 20 mistakes on other tracks. Swazzey with another rough corner. But yeah, I mean, AnunGuy still could very easily drop him to mess up his corner setup. But right now, he was driving this track insanely cleanly. No real mistakes within this scene so far. Just clean 8MP driving. Is he an 8MP? I don't know how to say it. But yeah, alright, entering the final lap, we'll see if he shares from that guy. A little wide in the first one. We'll see how the second one goes. And again, not the cleanest, but I think he's easily gonna take this one. 104.5 one try from Tristan. Wow. Incredible display of driving there by Tristan. Versus a 106.9 by Swazzey. Again, just those early mistakes. Missing the freaking start boost, obviously, that was a pretty bad one to make. And then just a couple of rough corners, and that was all the difference here on a track like Baby Park. Alright, AnunGuy doubles the lead again. It is now 4-2. And yeah, back to Swazzey's track pick. The track picks Swazzey won on were Rainbow Road and Bowser's Castle. So, Swazzey. So yeah, so if I'm Swazzey, I'm thinking, okay, well, I win on the tracks with more variation, the Special Cup tracks, and we see exactly that. Diamond Schlungle coming out here for Swazzey. And yeah, again, just Swazzey's 2 wins, Rainbow Road, Bowser's Castle, 2 Special Cup tracks with a lot of variance, a lot of places to mess up. Tristan messed up big time on both of those tracks, and it seems Swazzey's just gonna bank on Tristan messing up again. Not a bad strategy at all. I strongly doubt we'll see either player go for shrooms. Yeah, Swazzey does opt to stream on lap 1. The guy still holding on to his, hoping that he won't mess up on the bridge here or at the end at the beginning of lap 2. I guess the bridge gates like cleanly. We'll check out these lap times. Imagine Swazzey is a bit ahead because of his shroom. 36.3 from Tristan from the guy, 36.1 from Swazzey. So wow. Not even a big difference despite the stream. So I would say AnunGuy has a considerable lead here. And I think we'll see AnunGuy's first stream not doing really cool. But yeah, Swazzey just laid on right out this pass. I'm just gonna kind of have to hope that AnunGuy makes a mistake. Right now, AnunGuy is driving very cleanly. I've not seen even the slightest error from his driving. Like 34.0 lap 2 versus a 34.5 Swazzey. AnunGuy did mess up right at the beginning of lap 3 there. Did get a log. Kill perhaps in the first turn. I still think AnunGuy would have left a bit ahead on this one. You see a shrink mount from AnunGuy here. Exits tunnel at like 134-ish, and AnunGuy exits at like 136. I think AnunGuy's got this one, unless he gets a geyser. Will he get a geyser? Will he get a geyser? No, he will not. He's just a 145.443. Beats Swazzey by a little over a second. Very impressive there by Tristan. So, Tristan, 5-2. 5-2, you know? Yeah, it's 5-2. Obviously, again, when you're dealing with two players this close in, like, skill and, like, ranking, like, you'd think, like, oh, this match has gotta be, like, 5-4, 5-5. Even 5-3 if you're lucky, but no, AnunGuy is completely dominating so far, 5-2. And Swazzey could definitely still come back. AnunGuy still has 4 races of leeway, 4 races that could all go to Swazzey. But yeah. But yeah, no, it's gonna be Swazzey's pick again. And trying to reclaim a bit of the momentum, just capture a little bit, because you know, momentum kind of this nice little thing, you know, to have in these time trial one try matches, because you know, if you beat your opponent, especially by a lot on a track, or like an opponent makes a mistake on a track, then they're like gonna start tilting and be like, oh shit, dude, I should have won that, and then like if they don't, and then they're gonna start, and that's gonna get to their head, and they might play a little bit worse. So definitely a very interesting dynamic there. Obviously, we do see Swazzey go with DK Mountain here. Another track with a lot of variance, a lot of places to mess up. The gap cut and the grids are 2 very big ones. I did see at the beginning that this is Swazzey's best track, so again, very logical pick for that reason as well. But I mean, obviously, player of AnunGuy's caliber is still very good at this track, even if it might not be its best per se. See how these gap cuts go. Swazzey, hits the lip at the bottom of the gap and fails to clear the gap. 35-4 opener from AnunGuy, and Swazzey's just not even going to come close to that. 42-5. Yikes. Not looking very at all for Swazzey. That's like the worst fail to have too, because then you end up falling for like even longer than usual. Honestly, a lot of places for AnunGuy to mess up still. But just that one stream, AnunGuy does get stuck on things that's like back up still if you take the gap, but I still think he's going to be very comfortably ahead. 37.0 lap to Swazzey comes up with. Nearly falls off the bridge, barely stays on. Literally does not, literally flies the wall of privilege to fucking stay on the track. Does lose about 2-1. That's AnunGuy on that lap because of that. But yeah, I think AnunGuy's not going to do anything with that. Even if AnunGuy were to fall off the bridge, the respawn from that isn't too terrible. But no, very clean bridge from AnunGuy. 146.9 will be his finishing time. Very strong driving from there. And Swazzey is not going to come close. So, 1 race away for Tristan. This is match point. That's what they're calling it. Match point. If Tristan just wins this race, it'll be over. It's over. And he will advance to the finals. Obviously, you know, that would be good. That'd be good, you know, advancing to the finals, right? But Swazzey is not going to go down that easy. Alright. We're gonna see what pick he has in store here. Could he go Sorbet Land? Could he go Pill City? Could he go Yoshi's Pista? Actually, he should go Yoshi's Pista because he got banned. But all right. It seems like the pick is gonna be Dry Desert. Very interesting pick. Yeah, just trying to go for more variant tracks. Again, just trying to maybe even like fluke a win off of AnunGuy, which like is really tough to see from Swazzey. You know, Swazzey players, you gotta feel bad for him because like you come to this match like thinking like, oh, like he's one spot ahead of me, like we're still like basically the same skill level, but the score is just not indicative of that whatsoever. Swazzey's just making a lot more critical mistakes. And it's got him down by quite a bit, obviously 6-2. But again, Dry Desert, not the easiest track. Some very precious parts, especially the sand. We'll see what the lap one time look like in the square. I'm going to be pretty cool. And 5-40 Swazzey, even with a lucky 777, it's still down about 5 on this opener. AnunGuy in second short. Swazzey, very interesting traffic. Wall Street. It's definitely not that. Maybe I saw that. But yeah, we'll see last time 29-1 for AnunGuy, 29-3 for Swazzey. AnunGuy about 0.6 ahead. 0.7, no 0.6. And is that enough? Is that enough to give him the win on Dry Desert? And the match, we'll see, rounding the second to last corner, dodge the Pokies, both players do dodge the Pokies. Last Pokie's coming up here. Tristan gets around them, so does Swazzey. Will it be enough? 134 from AnunGuy. Swazzey gets caught up in the orange sand, 132.4, and that is gonna do it, you guys. AnunGuy takes this one home, 7-2. Wow, absolutely dominant performance from Tristan there. Obviously some of it was due to Swazzey's errors, but you know, you gotta give the man a lot of respect. I mean, again, these two players so close in ranking. But AnunGuy just ends up pulling it out. Just was so very consistent throughout. Very impressive. Oh, okay. Alright, it does seem like we are going to get a post-match interview in, so let me go ahead and hide my Discord. And yeah, let me go ahead and mute Swazzey's stream, and then let me join the Discord voice call, I think, or start a Discord voice call. Tristan, how you feeling? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I would be too. You know, coming into this match, you know, you and Swazzey basically identical in rank. And then you come out here, dominant win, 7-2. You know, I'd be pretty proud of that.
Yeah, I don't know. It was like an exciting match, like all the way through, because Matt is pretty on par with me with most of everything, and so like all my wins, like I didn't win by like a huge margin. I feel like it's really DKM.
Yeah. Yeah, I noticed that as well. I mean, obviously, again, both of you two very close in rank, very close in skill level, and I honestly think the driving showed that a lot of the time, and just ended up just being Swazzey making a bunch of like tiny mistakes, and like sometimes the mistakes were larger than others, and then just ended up sort of snowballing a lot of the time. So Oh, definitely,
Yeah.
definitely was unfortunate for him. Definitely had a dog in this fight, but you know,
I'm excited to go to
just couldn't pull off.
finals.
Yeah, yeah,
Excited to
finals.
watch Matt's third place match, which will happen.
All right, all right, sneak diss there. But yeah, yeah, no. Again, yeah, going to the finals, obviously very impressive. Top two in this event, that's pretty nice, of course. Um, now, yeah, and so obviously we don't know who you're going to play in the finals yet. It's either going to be iMatthew or Electro. Um, iMatthew is slightly favored in that match. How are you going to prepare for that?
Well, I think what I've been doing lately, improving my worst tracks. I've been trying to get like top 20 on all 32, categories, and so I feel like if I go through with that, I'll be pretty well trained for the match, the final match.
Yeah, all right, yeah. I have noticed you have been playing this game a lot in the last few days, getting some really solid times on a lot of tracks, and I think your recent playing skill definitely came into play this match. And I believe we just did have Swazzey join the call here. Swazzey,
Hey,
welcome,
hi guys.
welcome. How you feeling? How you feeling?
Yeah, um, to start with, I knew it gonna be a really tough match, and also seeing Tristan playing some time trials, I was like, oh, okay, I have to step up my game. So actually, my tactics for this match was like picking tough tracks where a lot of things can go wrong, like DDJ or like Donkey Kong Mountains. But to be honest, I didn't have that much time to practice these tracks too. So yeah, I made a lot of mistakes there too.
Yeah,
And one strat was picking Yoshi Circuit and going for YOLO and hoping Tristan would not go for YOLO. But at the end, I think it didn't matter because the rest of my run sucked and the YOLO sucked too. So that was not backfired a bit, I guess. But it
yeah,
was very fun. And GG's to you, Tristan. You're a very high skilled player, probably ranked way higher than 14.
yeah,
So yeah, it was fun
Yeah,
nonetheless.
GG's.
yeah.
That was really
Um,
fun.
yeah. Both of you guys hitting the YOLO on YC was obviously a very exciting moment, but that was pretty
Did we
fun to
both do it
watch.
on lap one?
Yeah, yeah, that was
All
such a
right.
risky play by both of you guys, but I'm glad it paid off. Um, I, Swazzy, I do like what you said about like picking like the more variant tracks, places where your opponent can mess up. That's a very smart play. And it did obviously get you your two track wins, Rainbow Road and Bowser's Castle. Obviously, I assume you would have liked a few more, but definitely did work out for you when it worked. And so yeah, I know this probably not exactly the result you wanted, but I still think you played very good despite a few mistakes here and there. But yeah, that was a very strong match by both of you guys.
Thanks. Yeah, I
And
was pretty
Thank
nervous and I dropped a lot of MTs, I guess. But yeah, maybe we have to switch up controllers.
yeah, yeah, no, that was very fun to watch. And Swazzy, you are unfortunately going to the third place match, so I mean you could still very easily win the bronze medal here. And as things stand, if like the favorites win, of course, you are going to face Electro in that match, and obviously you two are literally 1 point apart in the standings, so that is a very crucial match for the overall standings. For individuals. How are you preparing for that?
Me personally, I guess I will do my studies against the matchup and see if I can find some weak tracks of Electro, if he's gonna be my matchup. And then I'm gonna practice, I guess. I will spend more time in like getting consistency, and I have to shake off my nervous behavior during like important matches. I was pretty nervous too this match, but I tried to get more consistency in, I guess, in every track.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, Electro, another player, has been rapidly improving a lot recently. I think that should definitely be a very good match if you end up playing Electro. But if you end up playing iMatthew, I think that'd be a very good match too. So either way, I'm excited to see it. I think that is going to end the stream for today. So thank you guys for coming on for the post racing
All
review.
right.
And
Thanks
for
for
hosting.
watching.
GG's to both of you, and congrats to Tristan on the victory.